Oh, goody, it works. Perfect. Or should I say, perfect. Welcome, guys. It is a cat takeover tonight. As you can see, somebody has been kind of playing around with VTube Studio a little too much. No. I need to see my sources. Okay. I'm making sure the mic works this time in case Blazing decides to, wait until the last absolute minute. So, yeah, there we go. Tonight, we are here to have some fun and hopefully play some Great Ace Attorney 2 with some voice actings. As you can see, we have a kind of a guest just hiding in the background. The other one's here as well, but I've got Moon and Hawk here to voice some silly people in a very silly trial. Before I get started, I do need to grab my phone real quick and turn on. Well, actually, no, I get it right here. It's close enough. I have a couple smart controlled lights that don't like to be turned off. But, anyways, I'm going to go bring some friends in. Hello!
Hey, hi, hello.
Hey, hi, hello. You ready for some chaos? That is known as a courtroom.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Welcome to trial. You didn't really get to catch in much of the trial, did you?
Trial by Trolley. Oh, wait,
Trial,
that's a different game.
That's a great game that I want to get.
I have it on Tabletop Simulator if you ever want to join us.
Ooh. But
And I own it. IRL. Come over and play.
I mean, I want to go to Toronto.
Yeah, I actually own the physical game.
I could just go up to Hawks because I think somebody up there has it. That's at least my understanding of it.
I do not know who it is off the top of my head, and I'm also remember how I mentioned before her stream I was dealing with a fucky wucky on the computer?
Isn't it called crashing?
Yep.
Yay, crashing. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I hear victory music.
And it's wanting to misbehave, so even after that. So I'm yoinking the battery for a few minutes, hoping that'll reset things enough to the point where I can actually start doing shit again.
Hi, Arctic. Thank you for the resub.
Resub.
I love the fact that I took the time to make all of my victory music, or all the Pokemon victory music, my sub noises.
Hell yeah.
So, I think tier 1's a trainer victory, tier 2 is gym victory, and I think tier 3 is Cynthia's victory music.
And also, one other thing on it.
Yeah.
I know you probably don't want to hear me harp on it, anybody, but when I popped the back cover of my laptop off, it did kind of graze the hard drive.
Oh, no.
No, not graze as in like I damaged it,
Yeah.
but I definitely felt the temperature of it, and it's just like, I don't think that's supposed to be running that hot.
Yeah.
Like, not burning, but definitely warm.
No, that's fine. Warm's fine. Hot to touch is where you start getting concerned.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that was
I'm in a hat.
You are in a hat. You stole Hawk's hat.
Correction.
Yay.
Me from the hat to who put me in the corner with him, and he did not move the hat back.
Because I'm lazy. I'm like a cat. I just bat things around. I don't pick up after myself. That's what makes the cat perfect. I just need to adjust his eyes.
Why? I swear, my throat must know when I'm planning to talk more or something. My cough always gets worse.
It's in settings, right?
Yeah.
I'll get more water. I'll have to go up at 7.
I thought we had it. Yes?
You guess?
I guess it's fine where it's at. But it just feels like I'm always squinting with the cat. Like, I could like raise it a bit more.
It's on the settings.
Yeah.
Or no. The camera one.
It's on the camera?
I think. Yeah, there's a camera one that's eye open sensitivity. You could try cranking that up.
It's already maxed.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to adjust the like slider parameter.
That's
for
what I did.
eye open.
I like opened it up a little higher.
Yeah.
Where it gets me.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to make models actually like
Cooperate.
kind of accurate. Yeah, cooperate. There was a time that Suki was just always smiling, and I'm like, yeah, this is fine. She's
This is
just
fine.
always. This is fine. That's just her emotion.
Exclamation point fine.
Her default is happy.
I love that people can control your emotions. It's funny.
Not anymore. I have control over my own emotions.
Oh no. All right. So, as a quick recap for Moon, we've gotten a couple pieces of evidence. I don't know if you got to see or not.
I got that one.
Okay.
I saw that one.
Did you see this one?
I did not see the pocket watch.
So, my theory of this being a gun was wrong. It was actually the winder for the pocket watch. And they said it was broken, but in actuality, it was never wound because we wound it up and it started ticking.
Interesting.
So, and we realized he winds it every single day, so it goes off at 5 p.m. every day. And they were going to, I can't remember, who did they leave off of? They said they were going to go get, oh yeah, they were going to go get the two redheads from the start of the trial, or the start of the investigation. They were loitering around, so that's why we're at recess.
Recess, school.
No, wrong
recess.
Yeah, like we quoted last stream, wrong recess, Moon.
Aww, a recess.
This is not a fun recess.
Aww.
This is the sit down in a room and pray recess. Pray that you get something out of whatever the two bumbling morons that are about to come in.
I think bumbling morons is being generous. Just based off the little interaction we've had with them before.
Yeah. One little interaction, and I'm not gonna lie, the short one with what I played a little bit ahead of time because I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it yesterday.
And then I ended up calling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that point I'm like, oh, okay, well, all right, I'll just keep my mouth shut about what happens unless you need a hint.
Yeah.
But the method we've been doing so far of press everything to get as much information as possible has been working just
Press everything.
Press
and
everything.
pray. Oh, there you are, Odo.
What kept you, my dear fellow?
Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Gina?
You sure about what you said in there? That the boss, actually died the day before? Pretty hard to swallow. Yeah, I was shocked by the revelation too, Gina.
As was I, possibly more shocked than both of you.
It's not a
Can't be more shocked
competition,
than
Mr.
me.
Sholmes. I forget you have a shocked emotion. It's great.
I am the most shocked.
I think Sholmes is pretty close, but I do think you got him beat. Sholmes is very overdramatic.
I'm gonna be over dramatic too. Yay!
But I was more shocked than all of you put together.
This is the autopsy report in question, is it?
Oh yeah, we should point something out.
Oh yeah, that's a fun
There's
thing
no
to
time
point
of
out.
death listed on this autopsy.
Dum dum dum.
That's a major point in this trial right now. Yes, it's strange that there's no time of death noted. I suppose there's a simple explanation, or perhaps it was a deliberate omission.
Dear, if it was deliberate, it puts me in the mind of the last case we worked on. And Dr. Sith?
Scythe.
Scythe? Sith Scythe.
You're gonna learn real fast that Ace Attorney likes their name jokes.
Yep, they love their puns.
I know. Anyway, it seems on the day before Lord Van Zeeks discovered his body, Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, so perhaps something happened with them. Think of it. You had trouble with those League men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? Were taken in by their treasure.
No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in as you put it. My sleuth hound interest was merely he piqued slightly by the rare scent of a weekly 4-pound income.
And that scent masked the underlying scent of deception, I suppose.
The two criminals in question are the pair we saw being arrested yesterday, aren't they? In Mr. Sholmes' suite, I mean. That. Oh my god. That's right, and it was me what took them in. These were tip-off by the old law-abiding citizen.
Oh no, Mellar's not happy.
Ew, Moon!
But it's here.
But why you?
Oh yeah, Mellar hasn't seen the new cat.
Oh,
We have a cute cat, we have cute Suki.
Yeah, we got everything.
Yeah! Oh, wait, he's just kidding!
I
All
think he's
the
more
emotions.
offended I said old man.
Yeah. Wrong emote. Where is it? Oh, it's 5. Yay! One of these days, I will learn these hotkeys.
It is a very cute cat. I totally did not send it to Hat and said, you need this.
So, when do we get to put Moon up for trial? Because that was just slander
Wait, what?
or libel. One of the two. I'm not a lawyer. Don't ask me for legal terms.
What, saying that I gave you the cat?
You said you didn't. I'm saying you did.
No, I said I did give you the cat.
I'm Moon guilty.
As I'm God darn it. I totally did it. Oh yeah, I find me guilty too. Don't worry. I did send it to you, 100%. I had to. I saw it, I was like, he needs this.
It's been pinned for like 3 months. Cheating in the 9th degree. Look what you've done, Moon. You've joined my channel for like 3
Next
hours
one.
total, and you're already being labeled as a criminal.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, you motherfucker. Right.
Blazing, you're always guilty. We knew that.
Alright. Don't have to worry about opening stuff up as an administrator anymore. Hooray.
Yay! You also have lines now, my friend.
Indeed. Yours truly.
It's going to be that pair in the witness stand next, is it? Something doesn't quite make sense to me, though. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't trouble with the Red-Headed League yet, had you? Why would the inspector have been investigating them?
Well, the likely explanation would be that Gregson's own sleuth hound interest was piqued by the rare scent of a weekly 4-pound.
It's Sherlock Sholmes. It is Sherlock.
It is, in
Sholmes.
fact, Sherlock Holmes, because they can't say Sherlock Holmes because copyright.
Give me just a moment.
I'll take
I
over
love it.
for you. Did they get sued? No.
They just didn't want to be.
Exactly, that's what it is.
That doesn't apply to me.
Don't tar it with the same brush as you, Sholmes. Yeah, well...
Yes, well...
Oh.
Then there's
Sorry,
the
she
whole
pops
issue.
up and...
I know.
What the heck?
I gotta watch your names. The Pro
I hate
Tag
when they
doesn't
do
get
that.
images.
Don't change the image if it's not her talking, though.
I agree. Then there's
Just
the,
stay on Gina.
there's the whole issue of Inspector Gregson being investigated by Lord Van Zeeks for some reason.
Look, you just suddenly got a feminine voice.
Yep.
The Reaper, the Red-Headed League, Inspector Gregson, Lord Van Zeeks, and Kazuma.
I feel as though we knew we'd arrive at this point somehow.
Gosh, I think you're right.
What's really trying to achieve here today? All the
All the
answers.
answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow.
You having a bubble, bruv? You want to take this outside?
This recess will be over.
Great, you got me in an accent again. How do you do that to me, Velar?
I'm loving this
I love
interaction at
it.
this point. This recess will be over very shortly.
I swear my mom, I'll
Yes.
wreck ya!
You're right. I love it. I
You guys
love
are so good at getting me to that accent, but I can only do it when you guys type it out like that.
it.
I love it though.
Are you serious?
No, in my head, not on my head.
Cosmo has determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial. Determined that I should take the defense. Just what is he hoping to make me see, I wonder?
I love you guys.
Love chat, they're great. Get the feeling we're a long way from the end of this trial yet. You ready then, Miss Susato?
Yeah.
Why did I all of a sudden have the Captain Falcon? Yeah!
Yeah.
Go through my head.
Show me your moves.
Falcon punch.
Hat should totally turn up stream avatars. No. One, because I don't even have monitoring, and two, I don't know how loud it is right now.
Back to the courtroom.
November 2nd, and 1 p.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.
Thank you, System Voice.
Well, we're totally gonna get our butts kicked.
Of course. Screen avatars has no sound apparently.
No,
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He
Yeah.
doesn't have it monitored.
correct.
That's right.
No audio output at all. Set for it right now.
Alright, I think I'm resting enough for the judge.
Well, if you
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again. We resume the closed court hearing of Baron von Zeeks, here present, who stands accused of murder.
Oh yeah, were you here for the fact that this is a closed court trial with no jury?
I was here at the start of
Me,
it.
Moon, or both?
Moon.
Yeah,
just
I was
can't
here at
remember
the start.
how long you were here for.
I was at the
Yeah,
start until like those.
Oh, you
Loose
got
lips
to gossip,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you were here for a couple.
Halfway through like gossip stuff. And his handprint on the back of the thing.
Yeah,
All
you
that.
got a little bit of trial. There was not much left of trial after you left then.
Yeah, no.
No,
Well, like, I think you cut. Know then, Prosecutor Asogi,
my lord.
have you summoned the witnesses as requested?
Yes, the two members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception. They arrived not long ago from the local prison by police carriage.
Very good.
Smack.
Bailiff, usher the two men into the courtroom.
Begging you for the win now.
I want to punt this little one eating spaghetti.
Those two men are currently being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations, but state your names now for the court.
I am Fabian de Hiroso, a descendant of secret Hiroso family from
Because I knew
Nice,
the other one, even
France.
though it's a man.
What?
And my name is Peppino de Rosie. I'm the third son of the great family de Rossi, the landowners from Napoli.
Two men first become acquainted at boarding school for European nobility.
Souls who graduate from Tenzing are the future leaders of Europe. But do you have any idea how boring it is to be born with the noble blood? Alors! I make it my mission to get the better of the world by employing the little gray cells of my brain. That is all I am trying to do.
So, that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out?
You could say that.
Not bad, eh? Yes, grand ideas. but the petty plans. This strange combination is the charm of the Hairless Brothers.
Hilarious, brothers.
Hilarious.
Welcome to Puns Moon.
hate this.
Hilarious. Melor, this is your type of game.
Yeah, Melor would love Great Ace Attorney because of all the puns in it.
Yep, he would.
See, Capo.
Listen to me, Peppino. I have two things to say to you.
Shit? Are you telling me more of your Grandy and the blah 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 Viva?
Anecdotes? Is that the word
Yes.
you're looking for?
Look, I get tongue-tied, okay?
It's fine.
I love dealing with word vomit. It's great.
It's great. We do enough of it here on this stream.
He's not kidding. Firstly, I want you to stop calling me this capo.
Hello, Capo.
Secondly, oh god, that's about to become the running joke for this one.
It is.
You know what I'm here for? Let's go.
We're all here for running jokes.
And secondly,
I didn't know jokes could run.
God damn it.
you're not hilarious, brothers. This is serious business.
Say hello, there it is, the Capo's trump card, the father bro. Bro. It is deeper, Capo, the furrow and the meaning of your words.
The board has been led to believe that under the banner of the Red-Headed League, you have conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is this true? Oui, c'est le cas.
Glad I didn't get the
Exactly.
French.
I can do some
Honestly,
French someone.
honestly, I guessed on the pronunciation there. Okay, leave me be.
Yeah, I think that would be so. Yeah.
And what exactly was the nature of this deception by which you planned to defraud? Alois, I will explain it.
No, Capo. Leave it to me.
Is it bad that I was listening to the exact theme on my way home from work today?
Oh, you dork.
I have the Great Ace Attorney soundtrack in my playlist. It's great.
You
Oh,
have
I'm not
to
surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. As you see, we both have the vivid red hair, no? At school, we were teased for this without pity. The couple here, he is many times behind the schoolhouse crying like a traffic Oh, those dogs would say some well respect us redhead. Every night he would bury his head in his pillow and weep for something.
I know, sometimes I can't stop it.
Es bien, Pepino. Enough. I will explain the rest.
But I was getting so emotional, let me have it.
I'm not arguing with it. I'm loving it. The first step was the newspaper advertisement. About 1 week before the plan was put into operation, we listed the same notice in every paper in London.
Look at the guy's face. He's like poking in. He's like,
Honestly, I'm trying for a higher pitch of what's his name? Frenchman from Helsing Ultimate Abridged. I'm trying for a higher pitch on that.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, crap, what's his
I forget
name?
his name.
I forget his name too.
I don't know any of Bridge stuff.
Helsing Ultimate Abridged is worth your time if you need something to watch.
Just YOLO on.
Hilarious and raunchy. That's all you need to know.
And let me put a disclaimer if you do watch it. Helsing Ultimate is a canonical abridged of Helsing. And we're now watching Helsing Ultimate abridged. So this is an abridged of an abridged.
But abridged.
Except the first abridged is like an actual anime done by the actual team that just like condensed actual Helsing.
Question: have you ever seen Ghost Stories?
I don't think I've heard of it.
You need to watch the Ghost Stories dub.
Oh, okay.
It is
I've definitely heard
infamous
some
for
things about that.
basically being an abridged dub.
Oh no.
I've definitely
They were
heard.
given the
I think
script.
I've definitely heard that. I
They
think
were told,
heard
do
that.
whatever the hell you want. One exception: keep the moral of the story and don't change the character names. They got to
That's
do
it.
whatever they wanted.
That's it.
That was it. They
Oh my
changed.
That would
God.
honestly be hilarious to have been in on the recording of those. I'm gonna be honest.
You need to watch it one day. I'll even watch it with you. It's so ridiculous.
Add it to the list that you just put in our DMs this week.
Perfect.
Yes, we.
I imagine there's already a list.
Yes, there already is a list of 3 animes that Moon wants me to watch.
Three movies
3
specifically.
movies. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. They're movies, not
Well, now
shows.
you have an anime on top of that. Have fun.
Correct. On top of the fact that I need to finish JoJo's still.
I have so many good shows.
Yes, we saw
I'll
that
admit-
notice.
I'll admit there's still full 2 ongoing from this current season that I'm really enjoying.
This one, I believe, entitled To the Red-Headed League.
It's rough. I'm honored that you have seen it.
It's just an endless plate of spaghetti.
I mean, Gregson had an unlimited bag of chips.
Oh, that reminds me.
I don't know which one I want more.
That fact is gonna be popping up in this cross-examination, if I'm remembering right.
It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair. And if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4. On the date specified, redheads hopefuls gathered in the droves at a park specified in the advertisement, and each person present there took an application fee of 5 shillings.
And with the money, to France. It was a plan most elegant, no?
No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned anybody was
Frank now?
foolish enough to be taken in by such an obvious trick.
Hi, Frank. The park was described by the witnesses as choked with red-headed folk, like a CoStars orange borough.
The day on which all these men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered. Crucially, these 2 men spoke face to face with every single person present that day.
I have seen more red-headed people in one day than I will see in the rest of my life.
See. And now, every time I see this couple's hair, I feel sick to my stomach. Damn. Get wrecked.
Anyway, why have we been summoned here today?
Sorry?
The date for our trial was not until tomorrow, I was told.
Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. Of course you'd be like that, Kazuma. You've only been shown this photograph.
Very good. So, Mr. DeRosu and Mr. DeRossi, you will now give your formal testimony for the court. On the subject of the gentleman pictured in this photograph. Of course, we are always ready to whip with the law.
You're just chowing away on spaghetti over there, Moon.
Hell yeah. Nom nom nom.
The man in the photograph.
We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assembled in the park on Lime Street each that day.
But I don't recall the man in the photograph. Couple? Hey, couple.
None. I don't remember him. Obviously, he is dead now, but I assure you, he was not in the park.
Hello, this victim is nothing to do with us.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It is your fault that we got caught in the first place.
Ah, so it's the little one's fault.
I did nothing of the sort.
You've
And
given-
I'll be back in like 20-ish, hopefully.
I'm gonna hide your model for a bit then.
Yep, no worries.
I might be
Oh, I don't want to forget.
disappearing in just a minute or two.
So we're just
Who-
leaving
who
this to the
might
cat?
I'm still here for at least the next minute or two. I just literally have to grab something and then I'll be right back.
Alright, you know what? I will at least appease you.
Am I getting the hat back?
At least for now.
Okay.
Moon has lost her hat privileges. Alright. You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph was not present. Can you be certain?
Oui, I am quite certain. He did not interview who's this man.
Nobody looking like this came to the park. This I can promise.
It must be noted that you have been arrested for a grand deception, however. Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances. With good reason.
Uffa. With this attitude, we get to nowhere, huh? It's really a sulking now. This confidential document is obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, red-headed lead. Ah! I have the answer! Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, eh?
That is ridiculous.
No question, Inspector Gregson was investigating the red-headed lead. Which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed. Well, we have a point to run off of.
Very well. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Ah, yes, my lord.
Stormtrooper. Oh, come on. You knew that was coming a mile away.
Hey, we missed a few this stream, but it's fine.
So far, yeah.
Alright, when in doubt, press everything?
Yep, and you will be on your own for just a moment.
Okay. Hold it! Hold it. 1,000 people? That's a very big crowd. It was quite the spectacle. Redheads had come all over the capital. See, in the capital here is magnissimo animale, eh? Nobody else could attract so much people. If I could be born again, I would be the capo. Perfect timing.
All those people wanted was the money, Peppino. This £4 per week. Are you suggesting that you spoke personally with all 1,000 applicants?
Bullshit.
We, that we did. Because every one of them paid us 5 shillings.
We take their names and then we take their money and then we take their addresses as well. Then I tell them we take some days to let them know by post. Benito, maybe to meet a person. We start early in the morning, start late in the night. So you earned 5,000 shillings in one day? It's a small fortune. Who would have thought there were 1,000 such gullible redheads here in London to start with? One of whom was a great detective with chemically altered hair.
Very true.
Very true. I don't regret this photo. Or impressive.
Yeah, what up?
I want to look for
Go for it.
scene. Not like anything important with the wig itself, right?
No. No, you've basically gone over everything for the red hair piece.
Okay. Hold it! Look at all familiar? No, and I don't think so. And this is a wig, eh? He was trying to trick us. Not like people who are trying to trick the other people. Says the con artist. Between them, I viewed 1,000 people as red hair. It'd be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face. No, signor, I may be small. My memory is very large. I never forget a thing. In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park. Give the court a definite, it seems. Hey, Capo? You didn't see a man like this, huh? Hold it! Hold it. But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day.
Oui, that's true. My eyes were burning by the end of the day.
Surely then, you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present? Normally, the red hair is very distinctive, eh? But not when you have 1,000 redheads crowding around. That's just an eye score. But if there was some other information you could give us, maybe we would recall.
That is not the line, Peppino. Remember, we do not remember him. We are sure of that fact.
So we found the statement we need to press.
If there was a man with a red headpiece, but his mustache did not match the color, then I do not think I could have forgotten him.
Hospitals only two have been shown in the photograph. Nothing else at all. What I just fed them was just one other detail about the victim, for example. His fish and chips. Moon's missing out.
Alright.
Certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember the situation. But a photo picture that the man was always munching on a packet of fish and chips. Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly?
Not really. I was looking only at the heads of the applicants. I wouldn't have noticed the fish and chips any more than the caviar and smoked salmon.
Oh, the spaghetti! Me, I love the spaghetti. Really? I had no idea.
Tell Zimmy again what you have said before, Peppino.
See, couple, see? I say it again and again. Alara, this victim. So, obviously we need to press or present something. I'm gonna try the other option.
Yeah, you got a couple more of them.
I think one of them is irrelevant.
You are correct on that. Have fun. Or do you want me to just spoil the surprise?
It should be his name.
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah, really.
The man in the photograph is Monsieur Gregson?
Yes. Names, they are boring. I did not listen to any of them. They said that they took down their names and addresses.
Yeah, but let's be honest. When was the last time you heard a name you wrote down on a list? It's 1,000 names.
No comment.
I'll take that as touche and leave it at that.
No, it is no comment. You do not get to twist my words. We're in a court of law, my friend.
This is
Not a real interview, huh? It was just for a show. Why would I remember the names?
That's right. This changes nothing. The man in the photograph was not there, as we have already said.
You see.
Seems there's little to be gained from pursuing this point further. Tell them again what you said before, Peppino.
Capo, see, I say it again and again.
What I want to know is who gave you DeRossi a whole plate of spaghetti and is not stopping him from eating it in court.
It's the same as Gregson. The fish and chips do not end.
Well, here's the thing. Him, I understand. He's a copper. Why are they letting someone who's under investigation and have that much spaghetti?
That's true. Certainly appreciate just knowing the man had the red hair wouldn't help me remember the situation. What if I told you the man in the red hair piece was actually a detective?
The man in the photograph? A detective?
Yes. Here he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito.
Alright, but this changes nothing.
Are you sure about that?
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Hey, I'm only speaking what he's saying. Keep me out of this.
No. Do you have something to add, Mr. DeRossi?
Said I was voicing Mr. DeRossi.
Check, see? I'm always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper. I mean is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance? Eh? What did you just say? About the detective? Just that.
Keep your mouth shut, Peppino. You have said enough already.
But the why, Capo? What is the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard.
Oh, Lord!
I just realized the Rossi's on a box.
Order! 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 And
You
a
like
side
a
of fries!
I was supposed to ask, would you like a side of fries with that?
Explain this bull based on your testimony, witness.
It's simple. A man who was at the park said that he was an inspector.
There was no such man.
Madai, what are you saying, Capo? Have you forgotten,
I have forgotten nothing. Maybe you like this came. Nobody like this came to the park.
Basta, Capo, basta. You mean at the many things, but not to the memory and the meals. Like I said, when it's time to eat the pasta, no one is the faster.
But you are inferior to me in every other way. So shut up! Oh, that was both of them, I forgot.
I didn't
They're
realize
both
it was
just like-
both of them.
Just objection! Ugh. Drop. The damage is done. Indeed it is, sir. There was a man who came to the park and he said he was an inspector from Scotland Yard. However, he looked nothing like the man in the photograph. It was someone else.
How can you be so sure?
Because, to start with, this place was completely different.
See, it's true, the man who came was a younger. His face was clean shaven, his eyes were sadder, and his chin was thinner.
No resemblance whatsoever, then. Anyway, I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him, "If you are really a detective, show us the proof."
See, the capo here, he doesn't take no nonsense, eh?
But he was well prepared. It's a heavy identification.
Identification? You mean official police inspector's identification?
That is most unconvincing.
Sorry, Madeline?
Stormtrooper. Counsel, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection. It's quite out of the question.
Don't tell me. Careful. Why would he expose his true identity?
Clearly, the papers were fake.
Sotto capo, you're a genius. As we say in Italian, it takes a thief to recognize another, eh? What happened after he announced he was a detective?
He became very annoying. He said, "You are under investigation." So I took his papers from him and chased him out of the park.
It was fantastico. And look, and here is the identification. So you stole it from the man. He had the coming. He made us very scared. But he was not who he said he was.
Indeed, the person described does not appear to have behaved as a true inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
Yay, evidence. But I like them.
Now, let us return to the witness's testimony.
No, I say we go to the court record.
Believe me, that's the first thing I did. Right after I got hold of
Police warrant card. Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside. No picture.
Can I just examine it?
Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it? Out of interest, what name is given? Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson.
Oh shit.
Well then.
Oh snap.
Wait, what? Scotland Yard insignia. Looks genuine to me. But how? Department and identification number details are all correct as well. Which one of you known those? Do you mean to say? I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification for Scotland Yard. That's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all. How then?
Well, you know what you need to present now.
Yeah, his actual identification.
The only problem is I don't remember what the statement presented to. I think it's the same statement as we've been pressing in that whole time.
It's the only one that sticks out to me.
Yeah. It's the only one that would make sense in all honesty.
Objection!
And the music stopped.
There we go.
I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Miss Lestrade. Gina! I'm Miss Lestrade.
What is your intention here, Council?
Is this really a fake, or is it genuine? That's the question, which we really can't answer ourselves.
Objection!
Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen. Hold it. Oh, hi, Gina. Yeah. That is the boss. Oh, I thought I was going to take Gina because you don't do feminine voices.
Yeah, you know, I'll go for it.
No question about it. Can't be. As I suspected.
I'll take Cosmo at some point.
Yeah, you can take Cosmo. At least until Moon gets back.
Alright.
This undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation.
Luz!
Order! Order!
Would you like a shake with that?
Yes, please.
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he was always on me about it. You lose summit, reported it once, he'd say. Could it be then that the inspector was physically unable to report it? Physically? What are you saying?
Unable to. You're not suggesting.
Yes, it's quite possible he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No! So did you slam your desk?
No, I slammed my chair's arm. Because there's not enough room on my desk to actually slam my hand on it.
Fair.
Order! Order! Order!
How many sides of fries do you want off, Judge?
All of them.
A triple order coming up. The defense posits that the victim was killed by the day before his body was discovered at a different location. You two have anything to say about that? I know nothing. I've done nothing.
Pull yourself together, Pepino! Mon Dieu! You can behave a little more like a master criminal than that, non?
Now we say return to Italia.
Stop crying, Peppino, please! Otherwise, I...
Ruben, stop there whining and start the talking. I don't know why the Italian came out of her, but okay.
You might want to hit the history button, I didn't catch that at all.
Well, I believe the court will need to hear your story in considerably greater detail.
I know nothing. I've done nothing.
But you will tell everything, or face the worst possible outcome. You will dry your tears and testify again. About these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for context on the last statement at the end, in the preview, this cross-examination, because we're going into a new set. Long story short, Peppino scheduled tickets for the wrong day.
Oh.
So they weren't even planning to be in town to be caught, with good reason.
As they should. We're crying out loud. They're still crying. The detective and the identification.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout. Even so, though I didn't think he was the real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case.
We took the man's identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours.
There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. And the next morning we let him go.
He spent the night in a nice room. It was nothing like prison, really. So many tears.
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man.
Prison? But no, it was not like a prison. It was very comfortable and calm and happy. Aye, Capo?
It was never part of my plan. I swear it.
You're enjoying the French coming from me, aren't you?
Yes, it is great, and I love it. Uffa, so you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date to the ferry wrong. It was one little a day.
I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it.
No. Per favore, Capo. It's not fair.
You shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen. Oof, I don't believe this. How could you have been a little detective? Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. It does not explain the fresh blood.
Blood could have come from an animal.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were saying that. Okay. That seems pressable. If there's anything that stands out, right?
No.
Hours. Wait. I want to start by pressing 3 because didn't we? If I'm going to assume that their hideout is where the body was found, didn't they say that
No.
only one room was occupied?
Nope, different. Nope. Oh, Ryunosuke, he said he was killed at a different location. And is probably what's happening here.
Okay. Hold it! So then we just press everything. Start from the top. Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe it. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
You think?
But there was nothing else I could do.
See, nothing else. This was a first crime for the capo. He would spend of his wits.
I have told you before, Peppino. That is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind. What about this hideout of yours? An old empty hull? house behind the park on Lime Street.
We rented the place for 2 days. Was inspired the idea by the capo here.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired, capo?
What am I supposed to say to that? Peppino!
It was in the house described that you can find Inspector Gregson, was it?
We. But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
No battery.
No battery.
And
The
can I
battery is low.
get away with this without undocking is the real question. Alright, so we got the controllers out, no issue. Can we get away with putting the switch? One. There we go. Real inspector. That's not quite up though. If you think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right. But we couldn't be completely certain.
Hold it!
Press everything. You scared? Why?
Because why did he come to the park? We didn't know. There was a chance that he had seen through my plan.
And if that was the case, he would go straight down to the police station to blow a whistle on us. Even if it was just a feigning to be an inspector, he was up to no good, huh? Without a doubt.
I think most people would agree that it's you two who were up to no good.
Well, see, you may be right. Aye, capo?
The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place. See, I asked myself the same question.
We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said, but the address startled me.
Ooh. CC, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said. What?
He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he had said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification.
Was Inspector Gregson playing at?
Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say?
See, we did it. Shut him in the room next time.
Hold it!
That being this identification book here, correct? See, that is the one.
What made you believe that it was a forgery?
Never seen a real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, that's the man. Allora, I think it was thinking, it must be false. Hey, capo?
It was just as Peppino has said. We were convinced it was not genuine.
And pulled together the hilarious brothers we took on the man captain.
All we did was shove him inside the locked room. Then we made preparations to transport all of the money.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm starting to realize that there's one specific big thing that is actually, and it's kind of something that's about to come up.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think I know why Gregson is acting off.
need to turn off one thing real quick. It's bugging me.
And I'll explain it when we get to it, but
There is the other eye. Here we go. No more auto blinking. Because I'm actually using the camera today.
There we go.
Hold it!
What do you mean by little tussle attack?
well, it was nothing. Just a minor incident.
Also, Inspector, he was a real piece about the work, eh, Capo? What happened? Oofa, it was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what he said though? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilator. And you blame him?
I wouldn't. We chased him, so, and we caught him again.
Can you blame us? Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you?
What do you think we are? Of course not! I simply got hold of him again and took him back to the room.
Excuse me.
Excuse me? Mr. De Rossi, is there something wrong? Me? Something said, the resource said something to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was all that about? Cavalo, at times like that, you don't want to have the capo after you, believe me. And I speak from a personal experiencia. Personal experience?
That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more.
The truth is, a night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away. Shame you didn't manage it. The capo here, he came after me like the turbine, huh? He dragged me back into the house, kicking and screaming. Still having bruises to prove it, aye, capo?
Bruises, you say?
Ah, you wanna see, huh? You want to see my fantastical bruises?
That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
He doesn't have those bruises.
You are already one step ahead here.
Okay, just making sure. Wait. Where have
Believe me when
I
I say-
seen those bruises?
Can I have you proceed onward and then I'll
No,
explain?
the cat must know all.
The cat will not know because I don't know yet.
There.
And I want to double check something beforehand.
No. What got to do? I show you or I don't. I show you or I don't.
You do now.
Oh, fine. Hello, if everyone wants to see, then I do it. Looks like rope. Echo, you see? It's very visible, eh? That red ring around your neck? You got that when you were dragged back to the house? See, the couple sometimes is very red.
I said that's enough. Peppino's neck is nothing to do with what we are talking about there. You have my word.
Your word means nothing. You're a criminal.
Yes. What is your opinion, Counsel?
About this red ring about Mr. De Rossi's neck? I wonder. Does it matter? It's important.
Yep.
It's always important. It's an Ace Attorney game. Mr. De Rossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with the details about that mark around your neck. Aye, couple, you see? Everyone is interested in what they say, huh?
Very well. You will amend your testimony as requested, Mr. De Rossi.
See, you really want to know? The Capo put the collar on him and dragged him back like what he did to me, you know? See?
Hold it!
You saying that red mark was caused by... See, a big collar made from the leather. A leather collar.
Is this true, Mr. So? What? We had this Saint Bernard at home when I was younger. It is a souvenir from that time, with a very strong chain.
No, really?
A strong chain?
You put that around your friend's neck?
I'm sorry! I was so angry that he was leaving me alone.
You not have to tie the chain to the leg of the bed, though, huh? You wouldn't have to try to run again. You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you? Treat the people, treat the other people equal is the Capo's motto, eh?
It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden.
The Capo is a tough, but the Capo is a rough. Never trust kids, can
I
you?
shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
The following morning, when you realized the inspector, he had the red ring around his neck, just like me.
Peppino, s'il vous plaît, leave it now.
Now, you know, the Capo here, you don't want to tangle with him, eh? But with the inspector, it's not so bad. He doesn't have that mark on him.
Yeah, nope. Point it out. Present.
Presenting the picture.
Objection!
Objection! So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working in custody.
No, it was not like that at all. It was hardly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only.
Homely.
Inspector, sorry.
However you describe it, there's still one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, counsel?
I would ask the court to take a look closely at the photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. We'll see. There is no red ring visible around his neck. But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. And I saw red bruises on his neck, just like I have. Given the mark is still clearly on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. DeRossi.
Indeed! That is most peculiar.
Oh, goody.
Oh, welcome back, Moon.
Moon, you're just in time.
Took a little
for
bit longer.
chaos.
You're just in time for, or about to be caught up with me, actually.
We have learned that Mr. DeRossi was put in a St. Bernard collar
Well then.
and has a bruising from it too.
But what we tell you, we say this from the beginning many times.
Back to the crime.
Peppino is right. The man in the photograph. He is someone different to the man we handicapped that night.
Well, now they're both crying.
Yeah, they've been crying for most of their cross-examinations.
Order!
Beautiful.
Order!
The side of fries.
3 more sides of fries, yeah.
I'd like some apple pies.
Hey,
There we
that's
go,
better than
something
the shake
different.
I asked for earlier.
Very true.
Oh, those
Would
apple
appear
pies
that-
from A&W. They're covered in like cinnamon sugar and they're so good.
The only AW near me went out of business a long time when the mall got really bad.
Aww.
It would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street, he posing as an incognito inspector, was not Inspector Gregson at all.
Dun dun dun.
Objection!
Wait.
Action.
Oh,
That's true. How do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself.
And we also know that the inspector had made a note of the red-headed leak in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation. But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real Inspector's identification?
Wait, wasn't the dude who had bruises around his neck?
Ross, if you look at the picture, Gregson doesn't have the markings around his neck.
Yeah, but somebody else does.
Yes, I was trying to remember who that was, and then...
It was Loose Lips.
Oh. Gossip?
Yeah.
Son of a
You're
He's
right.
got
bitch, he does!
his
Okay!
neck.
You're right!
I'm shocked I remembered that, honestly.
It escaped
I'd
both
say
of ours.
honest- It definitely escaped mine.
Yeah, I don't know, I just remembered that. I all I can remember about him is loose lips and a mark on his neck.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's
you-
concerning.
Honestly, you just solidified what we need to pick next. Next, keep going.
Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation.
It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the courtroom, Mr. Naruhodo. Because those are the facts. And the facts cannot lie.
No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe.
Good gracious.
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo. So why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly
you
was
guys
this
did
inspector that appeared
These two.
You were Mr. DeRossu and Mr. DeRossi. We
An
both think an imposter.
There's an imposter among us.
Oh, he said the thing, Chad. He said the thing.
Among us.
There's a poster.
Among us.
Among Us.
Though it seems incredible, I admit the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person whose two red-headed men took prisoner that day could not have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
Yes, it has, as every trial we defend.
Hold on. Keep
Don't
going.
worry, you'll bring it all together. It's fine.
Objection. On the contrary, I haven't finished.
What?
No bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street can be found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
See, that's alright. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the couple dragged him from a pillar to a post with a dog collar. Yeah, it's definitely him.
You
It's gotta
Pepino! It was not so harsh as you say.
Does
Oh.
that mean he had, because it was the redheaded whatever, right?
So that
and
means
like,
he had the wig.
that means he had the wig. And the wig was thrown on Gregson.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me look at that picture one more time.
And we know that Gossip was there because his handprint's on the back of the thing.
Correct.
So
Talk about
Yeah,
this
he
picture.
probably threw the wig on him and
Yeah.
went to hiding.
Yeah. 'Cause we
Or
know
something like that.
This is
We know
that's
that's his
Gossips. Yeah.
wig. We know it is. We
100%,
admitted
yeah.
that.
We know it's just a wig, so I think Moon's onto the right track.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Moon on this one.
So what is that false inspector, eh? Who was he?
Clearly, the defense has an idea about the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night.
Now, do these two really have red hair?
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who did the witnesses encounter in the park posing as Inspector Gregson?
Take that!
Take that.
Take that!
Goodness me! Isn't that?
One of the witnesses who was in the stand this very courtroom earlier today.
Bum, bum,
A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to pass
Objection!
Objection. What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses, is this the man or not? What has happened to his lip?
Is his lip normally not? This is the man is not for the Redhead League, eh? He's looking a lit for the Twisted Lip League, no?
Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
Uh-oh. Seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising.
Eh? What?
The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Another one for me to...
Order! Order! Bailiff!
Get an apple pie with that bailiff while you're at it.
Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom. Immediately!
Oh boy.
We can only warm up the apple pie so quickly, Your Honor. Ooh,
Oh.
pretty similar.
I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. Identical to that of the witness beside him. Now what's going on here, eh? I've always had this me. It's a birthmark, isn't it?
Sure. Are you sweating?
Birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you. Hey, don't know about an inspector again? But I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it?
Well, of course I am. Are you trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh?
Yes.
Well, you still have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. DeRosso and Mr. DeRossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you?
Do we have any choice?
We are in big trouble, eh, Capo?
You were enjoying Mr. DeRossi, I can tell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you ask me, she is having a ball.
Wait, where's the ball? I wasn't invited. I want to go to the ball.
Please proceed with testimony.
That's quite enough, Tyler. Oratory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
I don't want to be on testimony.
The inspector and the identification
Don't worry, it's
revisited.
probably going to be mostly me anyway.
I have cookies.
Jealous.
Chocolate chip cookies.
I'm even more jealous. All I have are Oreos.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Jealous of
I'll
both
trade
of
you.
I don't have cookies at all.
Awesome.
Alright, Moon, ready to make like the 6-hour drive to trade cookies?
Instead of going to the store to buy the opposing ones.
Yup.
Makes more sense. You also get to see a friend that way.
Exactly. And we go to A&W.
Yeah, because that's
Hell
what
yeah.
this all boils down to, is just a random A&W trip.
Yep. The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man.
That's right. See, you would think we would forget these grand lips, eh?
I never
Maybe
leave
something
Fresno
happened to
Street,
swallow his
alright?
lip up.
I've no interest in any redheaded league.
Was that Moon?
Maybe something happened to his lip that day too, and his lip's not normally like that.
That's what I'm wondering.
Possibly. I'm all alone in the world, me. I have no kinfolk or nothing. How would I be involved in something like that? Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry off a disguise with a face like this?
Yes.
What if that's your disguise?
That's exactly the point I was gonna make.
It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
Mm,
I beg to differ.
I call bullshit. What have I been telling you, eh? There was no need for this endless testimony.
Ugh.
That's right. I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street's all I know. How would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh?
'Cause you're the murderer. Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but
A brief cross-examination, I think, counsel. Very brief.
isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something?
we do. I stand steadfast at your side as always, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe in you, sir.
Cosmo's just in quiet contemplation.
Yeah, he thinks he's along for the ride and he's not happy about it.
Yep.
All right. That's
It's
not
time
gonna-
to start right.
I don't think this is
I'm
gonna get us anywhere. I think we have to press specifically gossip.
Hold it!
Hold it. So, you've heard of the Red-Headed League, hadn't you? Am I taking over gossip?
You don't get a name like Gossip or nothing, eh? My business to know what's going off in town. I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I even got Sandwich to cough up for it.
Poor Sandwich. I feel so bad for him.
Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts.
Who knows?
Nose.
But as you can see, my own hair's not got a hint of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some other part of town.
So.
No, sir, not likely. Okay, you know what? I
told you.
stand corrected.
I told you it was press gossip.
Excuse me.
Which
Excuse me.
statement?
3. It was his very first statement that gossip made. Mr. de Rousseau.
Oui? Can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's word now just lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps?
It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something. To be the headquarters of your red-headed league, yes. I visited an housing agent on Lime Street, and so I saw him. This man was paying money to the agent. What?
Mr. Gossip, with a housing agent?
He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms. But no, you're mistaken, chum. I've never left Fresno Street, me. Like I said before,
You're all untrustworthy.
you've mistaken me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
No. That one is right. I remember it too.
I was waiting for Derossi to chime in.
There we are.
Uh-oh. We're being raided.
It's Brayley, bitch.
It is Brayley, bitch.
Hello, welcome to see the stream
Welcome
where
to the
we are
stream.
doing horrible accents
And silly voices.
and having fun with it. You know,
Yeah, so the couple is right.
bonjour.
Hi, Bray. Welcome to a
Bray.
cat stream.
Oh, and Miller is along for the ride too.
Miller's always along for the ride with Bray. They stay together. They're great friends.
Yeah, that's fair.
How was the raid, Bray? Or the stream. Wow, my brain is
What was
fried.
the rate?
Bray had to be sent to horny jail today. What?
Excuse
I'm
me?
not surprised. Me
Bray.
and Miller are married.
Wait, you're Blazing's stepdad, I guess.
That means I'm
that's news to
also
me.
Bray's also my stepdad then.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Mellar's my dad
meet
too.
your
Don't
stepson,
forget that.
Bray.
Of course, Archie got some great clips. I hope those get posted in the Discords. I want to check those. Those are great.
Post them in my Discord if you can. Anyway, yeah. I like watching back clips.
Clips are amazing. I'll watch clips. VODs not so much. This good. Let's keep going. It's getting fun.
It's fun. We have these two French people, and
well, actually, Derossi's
I can't be any
Italian.
little much. I don't care anymore. They're
don't
both
care?
French now.
It's Italia.
Yeah, this third son of a great Italian landowner.
Don't
You
care.
made him French. He's Italian, Moon.
The other one's French too. The other one's French, so I just rolled with it.
Yeah, I've been playing that one pretty well. all things
I've been
considered.
going like back and forth a little bit.
It's
so good.
fine.
You're
I
trying
don't
to
know
mix it
what
up.
to do.
though.
It's a me, Mario.
That's the voice I was going for while you were gone.
Mario is here.
Hey, Italia. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, we have broken ManintehHat and possibly Stream.
No, we haven't broke stream. We've only broken the cat.
All right,
No,
fair enough.
don't break the cat.
Wait,
It's
Did the
fine.
cat broke?
You made me laugh so hard that
Oh.
it clipped out of bounds. I have to readjust the bounding box. His ear is getting clipped off.
You're also
I'm seeing
XD.
it. I'm
Oh,
seeing
I know
it.
I'm XDing. That was
XD.
intentional. I was
I
dying
can
of laughter.
laugh. All I can do is laugh. I have a little laughing like expression. thing.
And all I am is literally just a glowing picture.
The boss.
That's it.
Yeah,
we need to get him a model of some sort.
eventually. All right, enough fun. I think it's time to get back to
Moon said this. Whoa.
Hey, look, Persona.
Moon said this. Whoa,
I
it's almost coming off my model.
was actually about to change it to do that. Not gonna lie.
Make me say everything.
Correct.
But yes, I remember the two. He was a praying man with a banknotes.
With notes. Like I said, that wasn't me.
I was curious why a man with dirty clothes had so much money.
Because he's peddling.
So I looked at the name of the papers.
What name was written? Mr. Gossip?
No, this a man, he lies. He tells you that he has no name.
Oh, I need to fix that. So we have one problem with stream right now.
Oh.
I can't turn off the stream element quotes for some reason, so mix it
I'll
up.
try and help you with that because I think I turned mine off.
The problem is I've gone into stream elements and I've turned off the quote commands.
Are you sure it's Stream Elements though? Do you have some other bot maybe that uses your channel to post?
I'm gonna look at chat real quick, see what's all lurking in chat. So there's
Because it shows as your name.
So the only thing that would be Stream Elements and Stream Labs.
Might be Streamlabs.
And I haven't used Streamlabs since 2019,
Maybe you
2020.
Oh, and that quote's from. Oh, it doesn't say when that quote's from actually.
No.
So maybe it is Streamlabs.
It's the same quote.
Oh yeah, that is weird. And it's only one of one.
And there's two quotes in Mix It Up.
I am seeing
That's
community in the Stream Elements, myself, SiriBot, and Kofi Streambot as moderators. I'm not sure if that
Yeah.
helps.
It tells me it's probably Stream Elements or Streamlabs. So, well, quote be broken, boys.
Please don't use quote.
We can figure it out one day.
We'll figure it out eventually. And I've been struggling
Well-
with this since the start of the year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We'll edit it in post.
We'll edit it in post. Except I don't edit anything in post.
This is fair.
Thanks, Blazing.
He lies. He's a no name. But in fact, his name is Hugh. Wait, isn't that a name that's been brought up before?
Yep.
Is
it
that
has
better than
been brought
Mrs.
up.
Gossip? I think. See?
It was his room that
Hugh Boone
we
is...
found Greggson's body in.
Yeah. Hugh Boone is the leaser of the room.
Oh.
Oh boy,
Oh
I
boy,
sure love murder.
There you go, Moon.
Hey, say that. Don't love murder. Why do you lie?
This is what you get for being in that corner. Is you get to be abused for quotes.
Fine. Oh boy, I sure love murder. That's what you get for putting "oh boy" at the start of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Steve's gonna get a
make
lot of
sure
use today.
Oh,
Dum dum dum.
I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said, on Fresno Street. And that's that.
Sure you are.
I don't much like folk talking about my personal life. Indeed. And it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses. Very well. I shall respect your wishes, sir. The aforementioned name shall be redacted from all court records of this trial.
Objection!
Assuming no objections. Objection! Oh, there's a big one!
I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has very deep significance in this case.
Gracious. Do you similarly object, Prosecutor Asuki? As it happens, my lord, a particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings.
Yeah.
Well, I never. In what capacity?
You're the judge. You should remember.
He's
You
old,
both.
he forgets.
You should
Oh,
not be a
shut
judge,
up,
sir.
you.
You should not be a judge, sir. You are an idiot. The name of the leaseholder of the room. Look, even I remember that, and I was barely here.
Let me put this simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking.
Wait, can I make a bold claim here?
Sure.
Go for it. Read it.
Can I?
Oh,
Can I
hold on,
say
hold on.
that-
I think I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Look at the photo of Mr. Vigil. Well, in the court record. The hairstyle matches.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. So what if Hugh Boone really is Dave Vigil?
But here's the other thing. It would also explain the framed photograph.
Oh, you're right.
Well, you think those two people are the same person?
Yes, because
Oh, yeah, go to them. Because, yeah, it's just a lip thing, right? That's the major difference, right?
yeah, because the hair matches up, the lips don't.
Obviously.
Eyebrows, you can't really tell.
The Hugh Boone is
Nose is
very
different
obviously
too,
a
though,
certain
but
Yeah. But it's
The hair
also
is
the
very
picture we
similar.
have of Daily Vigil is 10 years
mm,
old, right?
Yeah.
what can happen in 10
something like
years?
that. Something like that, yeah.
I can't remember when it was given, but I believe that Gossip, aka Hugh Boone, aka
Bone
Daily
might actually
Vigil.
be someone else.
Yeah. That's what I'm with you on that.
Guess we'll see.
Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case,
Oh, the one is on it, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I pointed that out earlier. So your real name is Hugh Boone? That's already been updated.
Yep.
Just between us. I don't like to blow me up on trumpet. There's no filer, inner peddler of tidbits in town. So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a fallen down backstreet townhouse. You do? And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. Yeah, I remember it now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time. I gotta take a call. I'll take over for me for a bit.
I will.
Aye, if either of us is vulgar, it is not to me. It is not to me.
Think again, but you know. Why didn't you bring this up before? It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a tidbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss. will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boone.
If that's what we should really call you.
If the most. So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for us since the body was discovered. Here under our noses.
Okay, back.
Just in time.
Hold it!
We're pressing that. So, you live in the room presumably, do you?
No, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed, is there? Just a desk.
And
Then why do you rent it?
why do you want to rent it? Alright,
Well,
Moon. What's my next
I don't
line?
think I should have to say, really. And how about the notice board there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have had access to. No, that board's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
The inspector must have brought it along.
Yeah, Mr. Boone.
It's only the other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair in there.
People don't carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there in your room?
Well, obviously I've not the faintest idea.
Uh-huh, sure.
I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest.
It seems to me that Mr. Mr. Boone, would rather as little is known about the room as possible for some reason.
It does come across that way, and more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is actually his room changes things. In particular, there's one part of his testimony that's really bothering me. That's how I'm finally going to undo this.
Dancing it.
What part of it, though?
Present the framed photograph.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Objection!
The framed photograph that's
No
found
music.
on your desk. Yeah, no music. If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why it is among the space furnishings we found this photograph in the room. I presume, as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you, does it not?
Oh, well,
Mr. Boone, drop the pretense and tell the court exactly who you really are.
I don't know what you mean. I'm a peddler. I keep telling you so.
Sure.
What's with all the sweat then, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're a little nervous about something.
Just a little.
Honestly, with that head theory I have in my head going on, it would make sense. That's because, keep in mind, if we're on the right track, and Boone is a pseudonym, then if he's actually
Daily Vigil.
yeah, if he's actually Daily Vigil.
Does it show Does it show that other guys? I'm assuming it doesn't show Gossip's age.
No.
unknown.
Venus
wonder
isn't
why.
known.
Yeah, Venus
Sandwich isn't known. But we know Fabian and Pepino's ages.
Yeah, at this point, they just kind of help set the scene. But if anything, here's where I'm going with this. He probably thinks that people are going to be after him now due to it coming out that the executioner
execution.
of the professor is out.
Yup.
And considering he was dismissed because of that, you really don't need to bother with me. Please, just leave it alone.
I actually just realized this is a different pursuit theme, and it sounds so much better.
How's he was stung by a bee?
As the man says, leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life, it has no
How do
bearing
you
on
know,
this.
though?
Because it's simply not possible that he impersonated Inspector Gregson.
Objection. How can you be so sure?
Just look at the man. No amount of disguise could ever hide those unmissable features.
Objection.
Who's to say?
But what if we were to look at the other way around?
Oh, the infamous this Phoenix head approach.
This is the disguise.
What do you mean?
I'd like to point out, Naruhodo is Phoenix Wright's ancestor, so this is actually the Naruhodo technique.
Yes, Council. What do you mean?
Well, there's no denying Mr. Boom's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that this prominent lip itself is part of an elaborate disguise.
Sweating more nervously.
I mean,
Sorry, you seem to be sweating. Are you okay?
turn off the quote time. Stops asking.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Oh, you're looking a little nervous.
And hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make an utterly impenetrable disguise. Why is Pepper blushing? Pepper? Oh, Pepperino.
He's blushing. He's just a little blushy, okay?
You agree, Mr. Hugh Boone? I think they're just being smug.
Witness! Are you still hiding the truth from this court?
Yes.
If that's a disguise, then underneath it, this true identity must be.
Yes, that's right. He's really only one person he could really be. My lord,
Stormtrooper.
the defense believes it can reveal Mr. Boone's true identity to the court. Obviously, it's Pikachu.
Pikachu!
Please. No.
Very well then, Council. What is the true identity of this peddler, who goes simply by the name of Gossip on the street?
He's clearly that, like, no, he's clearly me. Yeah, one of the girls that I voiced. Yeah, it's clearly me.
Yeah,
You're
100%.
obviously
100%.
Venus,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
100%
Yeah,
obviously.
it's gotta be Venus.
Or Iris Wilson, obviously.
Take that!
It's clearly Suki! Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, is it? Mr. Daily Vigil?
Yeah!
I don't recall that name, Council. Who is this Mr. Vigil?
It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Mr. Herlock Sholmes. A young gentleman claimed to the detective asking to locate her missing husband. The woman in this photograph, in fact, is Mrs. Vigil. From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. Of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two red-headed League men.
And last night, we were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial. Because we've been led to believe that you, Miss Venus, and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we needed to know where we could find you, of course.
That explains why you've not only been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife. She's been beside herself with worry, waiting for you at the Vigil residence.
Now you just hold on a minute! I don't have the first idea.
What I'm talking about? Really? It's simply enough matter to confirm my suspicions. All we have to do is pull off that disguise.
No, please!
Bailiff! Bring soap, a sponge, and a wash bowl at once!
That lip is going away, finally.
Oh my gosh. You mean you're not going to play with your lip anymore?
Nope.
Mr. DeRossi and Mr. DeRossi, you will restrain the witness.
Oh boy. Yeah, yes!
Oui, my lord.
Hey, my lord!
Stormtroopers.
No! Stop! Get off! Please! Don't!
It's like we killed the man.
Oh my god, it's a fake lip! Who would have thought? Holy shit! Oh, maybe not.
It is.
Yep, there it goes.
That is a big flip. Goddamn.
You got us for a moment.
Holy shit.
Damn.
He
Welcome.
cleaned up.
Welcome to the chaos that's known as Ace Attorney.
Well,
So now is he gonna have a different voice then?
you're now seeing your true features, I presume.
He's even changed clothes.
Yeah. They apparently let him step out and change.
Lift your head, sir, so the court can see your face.
It would appear that the defense counsel's assertion was entirely correct. This has all been a very elaborate deception.
As all cases are.
So, witnesses, tell the court, have you seen this man before?
I don't believe it, but
There is no question. This is the inspector we saw in the park.
Extraordinary!
Dun dun dun. A plot thickens. On the day of the Red-Headed League enrollment, a man claiming to be Inspector Gregson, who appeared before Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi in the park,
was you, disguised as the inspector. Or rather, was you posing as the inspector and no disguise at all?
hey, that's one way to look at it.
I mean, he might have had a red wig. Who knows?
Mr. Vigil was formerly employed as the chief warder at Barclay Prison. That doesn't ring a bell to you, Moon. That is the prison involved in the previous case.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Along with the professor case from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The chief warder.
Your career had promise. Well, you would quite possibly have become the future governor of the prison. What have you been doing peddling tittle-tattle on Fresno Street?
It's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison.
10 years.
He has many words now. Oh,
I'm really dreadfully sorry about all of this.
So yes, he does have a different voice now.
Yes, it's true. I am Daily Vigil.
I mean, I don't think the voice would suit him as good anymore, you know? It was such a good voice for the way he
It
looked.
was,
I love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, You were the chief warder at Barclay Prison 10 years ago? So where did Mr. Hugh Boone come from? Boone is the other me. It's a name I invented.
As we thought.
Well, evidently there is a great deal under the
Objection.
surface here.
Moon, why are you objecting?
Objection! Vigil is, innocent. Yeah.
Not yet.
Like,
Blazing's having fun.
I know.
Well,
And I totally didn't just
explain
refund
everything.
it to Blazing. Explain everything.
I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become. As you say, it was 10 years ago now that the employment
Celeste
at Barclay's
is the best mascot. Feed her all the
The
tacos.
employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end.
I gotta fix up the texting on it a bit. It's so close to being perfect. It's just like spacing and such.
Yeah.
Only complete about the setup is the approve and the reject buttons are right behind my microphone.
Having left the prison service, I searched for some new occupation by which to earn a wage. Times were hard in London. I found no suitable engagements at all. In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street.
Your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are chief warder at Barclay Prison.
I was utterly determined that my wife should not know of my failings, which is why I've never told her.
Damn.
I opened an account at the bank under the name of Hugh Boone. I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street.
Scene of the very crime we're investigating.
Yes, that's right. place from which I could emerge every morning at 8 was a squalid peddler. And transform myself back every evening at 5 into a well-dressed man of town returning home.
Damn, a whole secret life.
Yep. I think we're getting to that, Blazing. I think we're getting to that. That quickly became my daily routine. I was puzzled by the lack of furniture in the room. But that explains it.
But why on earth didn't you just tell us this in the first place?
I have a wife, sir, and 2 sons. Without wishing to sound self-conceited, they regard me with some pride. I couldn't bring myself to disappoint them.
So instead, you decided to conceal your occupation from them?
Yes. I've made such a terrible mess of everything. Still, one thing doesn't add up. No matter how many tidbits of information you could sell to passing gentlemen, even at 6 pence apiece, you couldn't hope to match the salary you must have commanded as chief warder at the prison.
Very true. To have kept your family in comfort despite 10 years of somewhat misbegotten employment.
Secret agent man. God, that brings back great memories of marching band.
That was all thanks to Inspector Gregson.
What?
What?
Inspector Gregson? What on earth?
It was some years after I had invented Boone and begun my other life as a street seller. The inspector, that is, recognized me one day.
Oh.
Do you mean to say the victim was an acquaintance of yours?
Dum dum dum.
I knew him from my time working at the prison.
Makes sense. Because Gregson solved the case for the professor, which was the botched execution.
Yep. When he saw what I'd become, he was deeply troubled for me and my family.
Oh, we're getting rated galore tonight.
Sarge!
Wow.
Sarge!
Commander Sergeant!
Welcome
Whoa,
in, Sarge.
Welcome.
We have a cat stream tonight with the new cat.
And Suki.
And we got more voice friends.
Along with a moving box.
Because the stream upstairs got turned off for a bit. They're all there. Just had them hidden for a bit.
Well, I mean, in like my reactive image, if anything.
Oh. No, they're talking about how they didn't know anything about the jump game.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sergeant.
Well, Blazing won the jump game but didn't jump. They were confused. Because it says Blazing won 5 coins from the jump catch game.
I guess
but-
that just means Blazing was tall enough to catch it.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
I don't have. I'm just now realizing I don't have the shout out player on this. Only this scene apparently.
Oh no.
Oh
No!
darn.
I was like, why didn't it happen last time? Why didn't it happen this
That's
time?
why.
Yeah, shout out player. Let me re-shout out Sarge.
Poyo!
I don't have that on mine. I need to add it.
I did it. Poyo!
There we go.
You need to add the one on that's necessary and lethal company. You know what you need to.
I know. Is this Skyward Sword?
Yes.
Says playing Tears of the Kingdom in the
Oh, no.
chat.
Yeah, that's what they were last playing, but the clip looked like it was
Oh yeah, that's
Hey
That
there,
is definitely
Raiders.
Skyward
I am the
Sword.
true
I'm
criminal.
not a true
Tasuki.
criminal. How dare you? Hey! Don't put words in my mouth.
But you're in that
That's
spot.
illegal.
Your Honor, I declare Blazing
Your
is
Honor,
a
we need to
liar.
call a new person to the stands?
Yeah, we need to clear.
Celestial Suki?
Said it must be true.
God damn it, I'm sorry, Gregson.
Sorry, we're playing Tears of the Kingdom.
You were an imposter. I had to do it.
I hope the stream was fun,
Oh, okay.
Sarge. We're playing some Great Ace Attorney 2. got some amazing people here putting in some very fun voices.
I don't know what you mean.
Hey, Mr. DeRossi.
Again, from the sound of it, she is having the ball.
Yeah, we had a good time. That's great to hear. We're in the middle of the second to last case of the second game. So, major spoilers beware for anyone joining in that wants to play Great Ace Attorney. I think we shall continue with
We are near
Mr.
the
Daily Vigil. Yeah, we're actually near the end of case 4. We're almost about to go to 5.
And from that day forward, he visited me on Fresno Street with increasing regularity. And one day, he asked me if I would carry out a secret assignment for him.
To do with probably the red thing. Maybe?
Secret? Was that? I was too.
I was to impersonate the inspector.
Oh, this all makes sense now.
What? Impersonate him? We always met in that little room so the inspector could brief me.
I actually need to turn off that request, or that reward. I'm actually about to redo a bunch of these rewards.
Eventually we'll start up something Pokemon again. Haha.
I know. I'm actually,
That's if me or Maxwell doesn't beat you to it, unfortunately.
it literally is who can get it to me completed first is what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair.
I'm always ready.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
it sounds
scary
like
part.
Moon's gonna take it first before Maxwell or Hawk get to it. Yes.
Yeah, I have
Blazing
my
made
tablet.
2
I have it
boxes of
drawing.
eggs, by the way.
Oh lord.
Yep.
Of it.
Eventually, we will use them. We always met in the little rooms.
Visit Orcseas tomorrow and take a statement from the proprietress. It was always something along those lines. Surveillance work, interviewing people.
Would hope so, Blazing.
There better be a spiel in there!
He was
On
doing
those
his like hand thing.
Yeah.
Covering his old face.
On those
Oh,
occasions...
that's a weird hand thing to do.
It
for this
is.
Some outwards. That's weird.
BRB removing this spiel. Ah! Put that back!
That's
Put
weird.
that back!
Put it back! Drop the mouse!
He's voguing!
He is voguing.
For anyone who is a mod in my channel, have fun reading that timeout reason.
I'm looking the amount for timeout, actually. Nice. Anyway.
Anyway.
On those occasions, he would lend me his identification so people would believe who I was. My instructions were to make an impression, to let people know that Inspector Gregson had been at work.
You screenshot? How dare it? My print screen's not working, probably because of OBS.
For those, sir. What? Oh, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hang on, I got you.
I just want the timeout reason screenshotted is all.
Nice.
I got you.
Oh,
Don't
it's
worry about
working
it.
for me now.
I cannot see it.
It's going in the servers.
Oh yeah, you're
In this-
one.
Going in clips.
Clips and highlights?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like on my end.
Oh, I was just gonna paste this. Oh hey, my screenshotting program just crashed. Go figure.
Lovely.
Yeah, screenshotting program.
Yeah, it's called Greenshot. It's great. It's so much better than...
I just used Windows key Shift S.
That's so horrible.
Here's
It's
the
so
thing,
damn
print
good.
screen lets me get into that no problem, Moon, which is actually honestly really, really surprising.
So
Because it lets me just copy anything I want, and then it's in my clipboard immediately, and saves my screenshot folder.
Yep.
I just like Greenshot.
Well, everything.
Yes, it was Blazing.
Yes, it was. Why do you think I said nice?
Nice. I think it's. Yeah, it is Shift Windows.
For those
F.
services, he compensated me financially.
That explains why he has so much money.
A
Scotland Yard inspector willingly relinquished his identification into your care with an intent to deceive. That, as I'm sure I need not point out, is a very serious criminal offense.
Well,
Where the
shit.
lurks, like a...
Why? What was the point of you impersonating him? I truthfully do not know. All I can say is that the inspector warned me on numerous occasions. Now remember, Vigil, I need your solemn word. You don't blab about this to anyone, alright? Ever. Even if I end up a croaker.
Yeah,
Damn.
Well, he croaked.
that's for sure.
In time, he started to bring papers with him to the room as well. No, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a reading. It became something of a second office for him.
That would explain why he would always make meetings over for the room. So, in fact, the person who declared himself to be Inspector Gregson at the park on Lime Street was really...
Yes, it was me, acting on the inspector's orders. As usual, I removed my boon disguise, then went as instructed to the park, armed with the inspector's identification book.
Okay.
It never occurred to me the bruise on my neck might give me away.
He likes his hands.
He does.
I like mine. In Luna, no biting.
But it's like, why would you turn your arm like that to have your thumb
Why
basically
is
out
it
on the
not
chin
your
one?
cat? That's the real question, Hawk.
My cat is in the room with me, but she's laying down on the bed.
Yeah, that sounds like Shadow.
My roommates are not currently home, so
Yeah, that explains a lot more.
And came up, bounded up, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Not right now, though. Anyway, well, it would seem this confession completely destroys the defense's case.
Yeah.
Explain yourself, Prosecutor Asogi.
I love
What are you
Blazing.
laughing at?
I love
Blazing?
Blazing.
Really?
Blazing's great.
You're not wrong about that.
It's true.
But,
Oh.
but I also know that both of them are currently at the emergency room. I'll explain stuff later. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Nothing serious.
And... You still taking Cosmo Hawk?
Sure. My learned friend's assertion was as follows. The victim was killed at another location on the day before his corpse was discovered.
Oh.
At the hands of these two red-headed league men when they imprisoned the inspector. But no, that can't be! After all, it wasn't the inspector who went to the park that day, it was me!
It's true.
Goodness.
Finally, we have clarity. We had nothing to do with the murder of the inspector.
For once, I agree with him.
And merci, Monsieur de la Défense, for proving it.
What?
What?
They definitely throw a wrench in things, but they're not the ones that did it, most likely.
Order! Order! Order!
It was clearly the explosive girl.
Hey, since when did we have two cats on this stream?
Yeah. I was surprised you didn't notice sooner.
You are like all the way over on my left screen, so you're like at
Oh.
the utmost corner
I was
of my screen.
waiting for you to
I'm gonna be
notice.
perfectly honest. I've got Discord basically overlaying the stream part, but I
Yeah.
can still view chat, which is how I've been keeping up with it the whole
This
time.
is great. I love it.
I have 3 screens,
So I
so...
So I did not know until you pointed it out, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what? Oh, okay.
I have many outfits.
I believe it.
I love all the outfits that you have. I just have this one.
Here, how about I get comfy?
Indeed,
should
it would
be.
appear
It's
that we
about
have
the-
reached a
oh.
de facto conclusion of sorts.
What to say? It was a green block for a moment, but it looks like
Oh,
it's
never
fine
mind.
now.
That's it gets colored out.
Oh, whoops. That's right. We're using purple.
Excuse me.
These witnesses had no involvement in the murder of the victim. As proven, somewhat ironically, by the defense.
Well.
Dang.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I hereby call an end to the cross-examination.
Objection? No? What are we?
Well,
No.
Hold it.
Hold it.
That wasn't me.
Is that a Soki?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a Soki. Oh, shit. Pardon me, my lord. With your permission, I would like to pose one further question to the witness.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Azuma?
What question, counsel?
It concerns the events of 10 years ago.
Oh, of course we're dragging this back in.
We're going back.
Yeah. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time.
Yeah, you would like to know, Mr. My father's a serial killer.
Yep. 10 years ago.
The execution of the professor. Execution. Genshin
Look
is
at that
Soki.
furret.
Hi, cat. Welcome back.
I want to know exactly what your involvement was.
Trying to change Moon using her channel.
I have to have Mix It Up open, you silly. Nice try, though.
Don't worry, I would try to do it too.
Oh,
you have to catch me when I accidentally leave Mix It Up open.
It's true.
Answer me, man! One moment, counsel. Is this related to the current case?
No, it's not.
Yes! I could be.
But could be. But the reasons
Naturally.
why it's going for it are not for the case.
two birds with one stone in this case, in case you forgot what was on that message board.
I know. I want to ignore it though. Monkey
Unfortunately,
see no
we
evil,
have to-
monkey hear no evil, monkey be no evil.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Don't you mean cat and see no evil?
Correct.
Just close your eyes, nothing's
It is the
happening.
prosecution's
Okay.
belief that this case and the events of 10 years ago are inextricably linked.
Does the defense concur, counsel?
Azuma, you're not yourself. You're not as calm and collected as usual.
Poor Cosmo. And he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago would tell the tale of Genshin Asagi's last moments, his own father.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I know. I do understand that, but even so. Prosecutor Asogi. All the personal chats sad. What do you mean all the personal chats? So that just... I'm guessing those are on your channel then? Oh. Is there a... Should have a... That should have a timeout.
Oh, I see
Oh,
what they
you bought
mean.
all the Persona chat. Oh, okay.
That should
They're out of
have
points
a
to use it.
match.
They're out of points. They're out of points to use it. Is probably what's
Reward is temporary and unavailable. Check back soon.
It got
It does
paused.
say. Yeah, it got paused.
Oh, right.
Why did it get paused? It's not supposed to be paused. Try now, Blazing. I think it got caught
Yep.
when I did catch a Pokemon.
It's up again.
Yeah.
Rawr!
There we go. Mitsuki Rar. There we
Yeah.
go.
Even though it's technically Sergeant. it says,
Rawr.
"Aha." Sergeant Hop.
Okay, you know what, Blazing?
I'm the judge
That's a
now.
good one.
TTS is
That's
getting
a good
delayed
one.
again, but we'll have to take a look at that later. You genuinely believe
Guilty to prison with you all, off with their heads. Oh wait.
question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death?
need you to trust me. Please.
Which heads? Obviously Blazing's head, right? They're an arsonist by name.
Obviously, their heads. Yeah.
Okay, well, the defense has no objection.
I see. In that case, you will answer the question,
Blazing.
witness. The truth is, I remember very little at that time.
Row.
You've forgotten? I'm sorry to say, yes. As I said, I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. But for some peculiar reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy.
What you're saying is there's a chance you didn't do it.
Does that not strike you as strange, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Well, 10 years is a long time. But to have forgotten the reason why he left such an important job.
Yes, you're right. Not only that, your vigil's claim contradicts what we already know.
The human spirit is a fragile thing, broken all too easily. Which is why
You want to
We have
forget
a
something you can't forget?
we have a tendency to wrap it up for protection. Sorry? The human spirit? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. When we experience pain and suffering that we feel unable to bear, we block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away,
As best as you can, anyways.
Yep.
but it never truly leaves us.
Sometimes it doesn't work in some cases, though.
True.
The seal is broken, the memories resurface. And when they do, that fragile spirit may finally be crushed. But I really don't.
Kazuma-sama.
But if it must be crushed, then so be it. Because the truth will not stay buried. It's coming out, one way or another. Not sure if I'm picking my way.
If you are, I'm
No.
not noticing it.
No,
No, I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. It means to expose the truth at any cost. No, you're fine, Sarge. Will you do Moon's job?
wait,
Well,
my job?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Yeah, what is Moon's job?
I'm confused.
I break the seal and summon Mr. Exodia Vigil, the Forbidden One.
Blazing?
I break the seal and summon Mr. Exodia Vigil, the Forbidden One, in attack position.
Pizza.
Blazing? I will say this right now, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I approve.
I approve as well.
Yeah. I guess I'll approve, considering I say it.
You're kind of in the minority if you don't.
You're also the one who's being told to say it no matter what, even if it's not your name on the text bubble.
I know, right?
This is what you get for having the other VTube avatar. Perhaps, if I point out the contradiction in what this individual mentioned earlier, might cause some crucial memories to return to.
Oh.
But should I? When do we never? There's only one time I've ever thought about withholding evidence in a trial, and that's not this game. This is a court of law, and I have to be Mr. Vigil, I'd like you to take a look at this. Evidence that clearly contradicts your version of events.
So it's a dismissal notice, right? 100%?
That's what I'm thinking. The Order is relieved of his post with immediate effect by Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Prisons. All rights reserved. Reasons for dismissal: aiding and abetting the escape from his prison convict, redacted just prior to his execution. Indications that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. Convict engages in some form of negotiating with prison for assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding this. Yes, redacted.
Take that!
Just a few moments ago, you made the following statement. I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago.
Well, yes.
other words, you claim to have left the post chief warder of your own volition.
Well, yes, of course. Why?
Tell me, you remember seeing this document before?
No, I don't.
Your face says otherwise. This is a dismissal notice ordering the immediate termination of a prison staff member's employment.
Dismissal notice.
And the name on the notice is yours, Mr. Vigil.
What? It's mine?
Hi, Rar.
So you didn't
Objection!
resign from the prison service
Okay.
at all.
Oh, that Rar was loud.
For some reason, you were dismissed as chief warder from Barclay. No, there's been some mistake. I'm sure.
I heard it.
Oh, his
Did you not
memory
hear it?
is all messed up.
Mix-up's on here.
Mhm.
You get to hear the Rar.
Mm.
Is it not coming through Mix It Up?
Oh.
Again.
It's not. I can hear it on my end though.
Oh.
Oh, did you add it to the scene at all?
Wait, what did my socks? I'm not even wearing socks. So I guess you can object to my socks. I'm not wearing them. So I object.
Apparently, it was set to default output and not to the Mix It Up overlay.
I've done that
Yeah.
before. Rawr!
There it goes. I replayed it for you. Don't worry. I will turn it down a little bit.
Hmm.
Did you know that Moon is a murderer, Rar? In your own fits. Look, they're slandering you, Moon. Are you just gonna take this?
Stuff's happened, okay? There's a lot. You start traveling multiverses, and who knows what'll happen.
It's true.
I'm sure
like
I
he's been
tendered my
all over the place.
resignation. This dismissal notice is nonsense.
Ganon deserved it.
Isn't
Petite tussies.
it's
Moon, you're being slandered. I'm sorry, but I can't help but laugh.
Why am I not surprised?
you were forcibly dismissed. There must have been good reason. Clearly, you did something. Mr.
Haven't we
Vigil,
all?
it's time to break the seal and have you remember.
Oh boy, he's getting a little busy.
Yeah.
According to the few remaining records, final execution that you supervised was on June 17th, 10 years ago. And on that day, something very serious took place at Barclay Prison. The 17th
Oh boy.
June.
Why does
Unlocking.
that sound relevant?
Again, it's most likely. I'm pretty sure it's the day. Hey,
Is that the professor's?
that the professor her was supposed to be executed.
I'm gonna double check it after stream, but that's what I'm thinking. Was that? Oh, well, thanks for bringing it up anyway.
Professor. As you were the chief warder at the time, it stands to reason. You would have been present throughout the proceedings. It does sound familiar. And yet, that execution never took place.
Dun dun dun. Ah yes, a screenshot
convict,
from the previous case.
ostensibly he executed earlier that day, later reemerged from his grave. Convict came back to life.
In the cemetery in the middle of the night, there was a witness.
However, this witness claims that a moment after he saw the convict clambering out of his grave, a gunshot rang out from over his shoulder, and the bullet pierced the professor's chest, killing him instantly.
Do you remember who killed the professor the second time around?
Those may have been the professor's actual last moments.
Good question. I don't know. Yes. Yes. Seeing as you were in charge of overseeing executions at the time,
Lacey, but nobody can die twice.
you must know the truth about what really happened. It's in your head, somewhere deep down. Well, Chief Warder Daily Vigil, I know there are memories in your head that can explain what happened on June 17th, 10 years ago. And now it's time for you to drag them up!
Don't you mean dig them up?
Uh,
Don't you mean dig them up? I forgot I was muted in Discord when I said it. So whoops.
No, I think we should bury them.
I'm gonna have some confusing looks from those frickin' ones of pain or something.
I think you're making a grave joke, Moon.
Yes, the whole prison. It was complete chaos.
Of grave consequences.
The prisoner escaped. He was killed in the cemetery. The shocking news ripped through Barclay like a hurricane.
What? What? What?
Order! Order!
Happy meal, please!
You mean to say, Mr. Vigil, that your memories of the time have returned?
About time.
My head hurts. It's like some floodgates have been opened. The images, the screams,
Oh, my goodness.
the papers. There were reports, articles about a man who'd seen a ghost.
Yeah, Enoch River.
But surely those reports were exaggerated.
Were they though?
No, they weren't.
Or not?
There were traces at the scene.
Traces of what?
In Lowgate Cemetery, plot number 1339. Blood. Lots of blood.
Red rum, red rum.
That's where the man was buried, of course. Obviously, something terrible had happened there. The depths of conspiracy and depravity from which this tale is emerging are quite staggering. I've reviewed the police reports from that time extensively. A thorough investigation was conducted by Scotland Yard
Of course.
to ascertain how the convict managed to escape in the first place. And the conclusion reached by the investigating team was that a member of the prison staff must have been involved.
Yes, we have established that based off the dismissal notice.
Dum, dum, dum.
Are you suggesting
That a prison warder abetted the man's bid for freedom? Yes, yes, and I was suspected of doing it. Of using that mass murderer's execution as a way to help him escape.
You did what?
I remember now. The horror of it all is coming back to me. One evening, a few days after the execution, some detectives came to the prison. I was called to the governor's office at the top of the watchtower.
Yes, him.
I'm sorry, Daly. This is a serious business, but I cannot help you know.
As Chief Warder, you were responsible for overseeing the execution at 4, eh? Well, it seems the fella at Scotland Yard want to have a few wee words with you about it.
Boot it.
A boot it?
I love
A
him.
boot it?
I love him.
Boot it!
Boot
I
it.
love it.
I love him.
That's
better
it.
pack your
I
thing.
quit.
You quit.
You'd better pack
How dare you say a boot?
a boot it! Anyway, you'd better pack your things, laddie. You're to attend in person. As soon as he told me that, my mind just went completely blank. And the next thing I knew, Professor, the most hated killer in our country's history. And I let him escape.
I
Finished
love that clock
my life.
run.
Jesus Christ.
It's over.
Clock to kill somebody.
Only a guillotine.
That's a lot of ass!
Yeah, that's your average Great Ace Attorney
Oh.
panic.
Well, rest in pieces.
Order! Order! Bailiff, get your doctor at once!
Fingers.
No, I want an order of fries and a side of a McFlurry.
With extra caramel.
No, more fudge.
Oh,
I'll
fudge
have
and
the-
caramel.
Ooh, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
The Big Mac, the McFlurry that Moon just mentioned. Can I get a large
a
Coke?
lot.
Court is adjourned for today with immediate effect.
But
But we have so
I
many.
called Suki to the stand.
So, with Mr. Vigil's
What's that?
collapse,
Whoa.
proceedings came to an abrupt end for the day. Once again overshadowed
Whoa,
by the
real
legacy
voices.
of that notorious
Very
killer,
rarely do they come up with this.
appearing like a cursed ghost ship on a foggy ocean. Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Vigil, Kazuma, and Gregson. All of them bound by invisible chains anchored to the same wreckage in the murky depths of the past.
Can't tell that's Naruhodo's voice.
But the miraculous light that had been trying to cut through the gloom and shine on those tragic events was playing on the edges of the truth at last.
Be continued. To be continued.
There
To
it
be
is.
continued.
Good shit.
So, according to the guide, we actually have a day of investigation left. And that closes out the chapter.
That closes out the episode?
Yeah. So we have investigation, and then that ends the chapter. And then we go
Holy
to
shit.
episode 5. I'm gonna take a quick look at the guide, see how much we're in for. My guess is no,
Yeah.
we don't have time to do the next part.
I
Oh, yeah.
would. I
All the
honestly
time.
would assume, obviously not.
My assumption is no, we don't have enough time either, because if I remember correctly, we have a deduction at the end of this.
At the end of the investigation,
Yes.
then yeah, we aren't gonna have enough time for any more.
Got 1, 2, 3,
Maybe, I
4,
don't know.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10 locations to
Oh,
visit and a deduction. So, yeah, we don't have time to go through the last bit. So I definitely think we just call it a night here, just a little early. No need to
Yep.
no need to hold people hostage for an extra hour and a half looking at someone who did 5 hours with me. I'm not
That sounds like fun.
I had a sore throat the next day, and I don't regret it.
Hey, that's the
I
important
wouldn't
part.
regret it either.
Yeah, no, I had like a D&D thing like the next day, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be role playing. Hey, Hank, if I do anything, it's gonna be in my own voice. Why? Because this is the voice I was using for about 4 hours yesterday. Okay, yeah, no, understandable.
Is live, I think, is the next question we're going to ask.
Who is live? Good question. Throw everyone over to Skull, who's playing Warhammer of War Vermintide 2?
I was seeing Wolfie's live. What's Wolfie playing? They're playing Warframe like usual. Moon, do you have anybody live?
No,
No.
I'm playing Infinite Fusion, which is interesting. Who are you? I can't remember.
No one can remember.
no one like from community that we're like really familiar with or anything.
Yeah, I don't see anybody really live, anyways. I don't really want to send it over to Warframe, so I think we're just not going to raid anyone tonight.
Clearly, raid me. Ha ha! I'll stream at 9 o'clock at night. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Moon,
No,
a
I'm
9
kidding.
p.m. stream. I don't see that happening.
Can you imagine
I
me starting
I
a
We'll
stream?
buy
wanted
a
to
lotto
stream
ticket the
leading
day that happens.
I
Okay,
wanted to
I'll do
stream
it one
leading
day.
up to this today. Unfortunately, I got caught up dealing with other shit at the time.
You want to
so-
know the funny thing?
What?
There was almost a time that I was going to stream at 9 p.m.
Oh, wow.
I believe it.
This
because
week?
of yeah, it would have been the day of the race, but
Oh.
they ended up being able to do it Saturday afternoon because I was like, yeah, if I have to, I will stream at 9 for you if that just works better for you.
Mhm.
And they're like, no, we'll try to work something out, and we ended up working out an afternoon
That's
that
awesome.
that they were available.
I'm.
But yeah, it was close. It was funny that you say 9 o'clock. It was specifically 9 o'clock that we were going to start at if we could figure something out.
Well,
He thinks it's time to hit the self-destruct button.
I do think it's time to hit the self-destruct button.
Kaboom!
For pressing the self-destruct button.
Yes, move.
This ship will self-destruct
Kaboom.
in 3 minutes.
Oh, look, I'm in the box with you.
Yes,
Yay!
you are. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna deafen for a little bit, but I'll bring you guys back on.
Did you see that I brought Celeste?
I did see you brought Celeste. It doesn't help that I have her cropped pretty weirdly.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll be right back for the few of you that are in here. Thank you all for joining in for some great Ace Attorney 2. I had a blast. It's always fun to have some guests on. I'm going to give some quick shout outs to the two that are in here for you guys. We've got Moon and Hawk in here. They do
Hey
some
Mallory, you want to
amazing
come in here and
things.
lend me your bow?
I totally would.
Odd.
Oh.
It's a very old
You'll
Moon
find me a
style.
bow right here.
Get you a bow.
Moon always knows how to predict her things. And I know he doesn't stream a whole lot, but please go give Sergeant Hawk some love. I know he wants to get back into it.
Really fully explored
Oh,
this place yet.
that's something I want to see him play, is some more Shin Megami Tensei. But anyways, from here,
Stone.
I think we're going to be meeting up on Saturday for some more great Ace Attorney 2. And we'll be doing this every stream this month until it's over. Right now, we're on pace to beat this a week early, even with yesterday off. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pull some overtime on Saturday stream and go a little late, because it does look like it's a big investigation. I had to claim the check clip comes up Moon. Yeah, that is true. So for those who do enjoy all this voice acting and such, I do appreciate those who contribute, and I hope we can see you guys Saturday. I'm gonna go check in with the other two.
Hey,
Oh,
modern
no,
Link?
the original release. Like I played P.
Oh,
I played
shit,
P.
okay.
I played P3P on PlayStation Portable.
Ooh.
So
I want to first get this on recording. I want to thank both of y'all for dropping in. I do appreciate the extra voices. It makes it
course.
more
Of
fun.
course.
If
Of
you
course, of course.
either of you want back in, the door is always open.
yeah, just let me know what takes.
I'm a mod. The
I mean,
door is
Saturday you
always
said
open
you're
for
always
me.
doing the afternoon, right? I can just push Blazing onto Fridays
Yeah.
permanently if they're okay with it. I don't know, Blazing, if you're still here, but do Fridays always work for you? If so, then I can just join Hat on Saturdays.
Yeah, because we're just doing this every stream for the month until I get through it, because I got to get this done before the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional start up at the end of the month.
Yep.
So we have a deadline of March 30th. We have to get this done before then.
Oh yeah, I
Sounds like
found
I'm
out
playing,
one.
like a Persona 5. Yeah, deadline before you gotta get your thing done, or else.
Correct.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I think the next thing I'm gonna do stream wise is literally going to be. I was running a tactics only run for Persona 5 Royal. I haven't finished it.